students. In last class, that is on Saturday, based on 16th group elements, oxides of sulfur, sulfur dioxide, sulfur trioxide, explain. Today we'll discuss about oxo acids of sulfur. This is oxo acids of sulfur. Here, trioxides and dioxides we know. Trioxides and dioxides are the dioxides and trioxides. Here, dioxide, sulfur dioxide preparation methods given and its properties and structure given. Trioxide also, oxidation of dioxides, it gives sulfur trioxide and its a structure given. These oxo acids are generally on hydrolysis of dioxides gives us acids. On hydrolysis of trioxides gives ic acids. Sulfurous, sulfuric acids. Okay. So here oxo acids of sulfur in this first point is dioxides of 16th group elements dissolved in water H2O gives us acids. Like sulfur dioxide plus water, it gives H2SO3. This is sulfuric acid. Similarly, your SeO2 with water, it gives H2SeO3. Sulfurous, this is sulfurous acid. Selenious acid, your TiO2 plus H2O, it gives H2TiO3. These are the us acids of 16th group elements. When dioxides dissolved in dioxides of 16th group elements dissolved in water, it gives us acids. Means its oxidation state is less than plus 6. Highest oxidation state is plus 6, less than 6, like plus 3, plus 4, like. Now its acidic strength is acidic order. Acidic order of this us acid is H2SO3 is greater than H2SeO3 is greater than H2TeO3. This is the in us acids highest acidic strength of 16th group elements. Second one is trioxides. Trioxides of 16th group elements dissolved in water gives corresponding ic acids. Like here SO3, sulfur trioxide, is dissolved in water, gives H2SO4 is formed. Name is sulfuric acid. This is sulfuric acid. Similarly, your SeO3 plus water, now your TaO3 plus water, gives corresponding ic acids. They are H2SeO4, then your H2TeO4, your selenic acid, telluric acid. And its acidic strength order is sulfuric acid. H2SO4 is greater than H2SeO4 is greater than H2TeO4. These are the some important ic acids. This is the S acid order. So finally, in oxo acids of sulfur, dioxides and trioxides are there. Now here the dioxides like EO2 type and trioxide EO3 type. Like these oxides, when dissolved in water, it gives corresponding S acids and ic acids. Corresponding sulfurous and sulfuric acids are formed here. So after these oxoacids of sulfur, just introduction, S acids and ic acids, one of the most important thing is types of oxoacids of sulfur. Here are four important series are there for these oxoacids of series. So these oxoacids are classified into four important classes. That is, first one is sulfurous acid series. Sulfurous acid series. Second one is sulfuric acid series. Sulfuric acid series, one concept. Third one is thiosulfuric acid series or thionic series, acid series. Then fourth one is peroxosulfuric acid series. Peroxosulfuric acid series. So these are the four important series of oxoacids of sulfur. Based on their oxidation state, based on their structure, based on the combination between oxygen and hydrogen, oxygen and sulfur and sulfur and sulfur, four important series are there. One is sulfurous acid series. For this sulfurous acid series, examples are here H2SO3, H2S2O2, H2S2O4, H2S2O5. These are the four important examples given in a textbook under sulfurous acid series. Sulfuric acid series are here H2SO4, your H2S2, your O3, H2S2O7. These are the three important sulfuric acid series. Here the thio series are examples here H2S2O6, here H2 SN plus 2O6 series. Then here peroxosulfuric acid series are here. Here H2SO5, here H2S2O8. These are the some important examples for different series of oxoacids of sulfur. One is sulfurous acid series, sulfuric acid series, thiosulfuric or thionic acid series, peroxosulfuric acid series. In our textbook, based on these oxoacids of sulfur, just examples given and 4 to 5 important structures given. But I'll explain here complete all these structures and oxidation states and their names. I'll create one important table. Better you concentrate on these. These are very, very important for objective examination. Objective as well as theory also very, very important for NEET or JEE. either oxidation state or its a name or structure. Very, very important concept here. First one is about sulfurous acid series. First one is sulfurous acid series. This sulfurous acid series, first one is, first example is, type of the example is sulfurous acid disease, and its formula is H2SO3 is there, and its structure is one sulfur and bond OH, here the double bond O, bond OH. This is the structure of this sulfurous acid here. Now in this sulfur and outermost orbit, 6 valence electrons are there. Now out of 6, one is here, and one is bond pair, one is lone pair is present. That's why your around sulfur sigma bonds are 3 and one lone pair is there. That's why this sulfur undergoes sp3 hybridization. So the sp3 hybridization, and all are having generally tetrahedral in nature, tetrahedral structures. Now here this sulfurous acid sulfur oxidation state, your hydrogen is +1, oxygen is -2, your -2, your +1. This sulfur compulsory oxidation state is +4. Because 2 hydrogen atoms, 2 into 1 plus your sulfur only 1 is there into X, plus oxygens are 3 are there, minus 2 into 3 equal to 0. Your +2 plus X minus 6 equal to 0. Now your X minus 4 equal to 0. Now your X is equals to +4 oxidation state. Now this is the structure and oxidation state of this sulfurous acid series family. This is. Now this is the name of the sulfurous acid and its formula. Then structure of this sulfurous acid series. Here are 4 important tables I will create. First table is about sulfurous acid series. First one is clear. First example. So very, very important concept here. Very, very important concept here. Oxidation states and its structures are very, very important. First one is sulfurous acid, H2SO3. Next one is H2S2O2, that is thiosulfurous acid. Formula is H2Es2O2. This is thio group is present. There is a sulfur and sulfur linkage is present in this. So its structure is like only 2 oxygen atoms are there here. 2 hydrogen atoms are there. That's why here there is a sulfur and sulfur and here bond OH and here bond OH. Now here one lone pair is there. There is one link is there here, sulfur and sulfur. 2 sulfur, 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 oxygen atoms. Here it is +1, here -2, here -2, here +1. Now here compulsory to satisfy this plus and plus, compulsory is minus. This sulfur compulsory is +4. Means in this structure, one sulfur shows +4 oxidation state, another one is -2 oxidation state. This sulfur shows -2 oxidation state. So average oxidation state, average oxidation state of sulfur is equals to +1. Very, very important. In objective, they'll ask based on this only. Like in thiosulfurous acid, formula we want. Without knowing formula, won't get correct oxidation state. In this, the average oxidation state means answer is +1. but here the oxidation states of sulfur means +4 and -2 oxidation states. Because here only sulfur, one sulfur is minus, just like oxygen. Now to satisfy this oxygen and oxygen, compulsory here it is +4. So are the two hydrogen atoms into 1 plus, your oxygen atoms are -2 into 2 are there, 2 sulfurs are there is equals to 0. Then here +2 -4 plus 2x equal to 0. 2x is equals to +2, x is equals to +1 oxidation state. Very, very important. Average oxidation state is +1. And variable oxidation states means oxidation states +4 and -2. Both are issues. Very, very important. Then third important one is, third important S acid series is H2S2O4 means yeah, the 4 oxygen atoms are there. So the third one is disulfurous. Disulfurous acid it is. That is H2S2O4. Now here 2 sulfur atoms are there, like we can take like, and here there is one double bond, or also we can take like. Here S bond S, here double bond O, and here OH, and here OH. So here the hydrogen +1, here hydrogen +1, oxygen -2, oxygen -2, here oxygen -2, -2. Total here minus are -2, -2, -2, 8, and here +2 are there, +6, 2 sulfur atoms are there. So each one +3 and +3 like this. So each oxidation state +3 or average also +3. Total is +3 only. +3 and +3, or here direct answer is +3 only. We can take as like +1 into 2 hydrogen atoms and 2 sulfur plus -4 into -2 into 4 is equals to 0. That is +2 plus 2x minus 8 equal to 0. That is 2x is equals to +6. Now x is equals to +3. Average oxidation state. For this average oxidation state is x is equals to +6/2. That is +3 oxidation state. Now these are very, very important three structures: sulfurous, thiosulfurous, disulfurous. Last one is there, that is pyrosulfurous acid. See here, I'll write here pyrosulfurous acid. Fourth one is pyrosulfurous acid. Formula is here H2S2O5 this is, and its structure is sulfur, there is a double bond O, bond OH, and here there is 7 OH. One more oxygen atom is there, either here or here, take anywhere one more like this. Now this is the structure of pyrosulfurous acid. Your oxygen is -2, this is -2, -2, -2, here -2, and here +1, and here +1. So if you can take separately, for the sulfur oxidation state is +3, and if you can take for this oxidation state is +5 like this, +3 and +5. So are the one sulfur +5 oxidation state, another sulfur is +3. Now its average oxidation state is +4 oxidation state. We can calculate like 2 hydrogen atoms plus 2 sulfur atoms plus -2 into 5 oxygen atoms. We can take average +6 oxidation state. These are the 4 important sulfurous acid series, like sulfurous acid, thiosulfurous, disulfurous, and pyrosulfurous acid series. Very, very important. Please note down. Structures are very, very important on the basis of Lewis dot structures. Next one is, next important table is sulfuric acid series. Please note down all these because in our textbook not given all these structures. I am giving all these structures, very, very important structures. One series combination is completed, oxyacids of sulfur, that is sulfurous acid series. Next one is sulfuric acid series. Like sulfuric acid series, three are there: sulfuric acid, thiosulfuric acid, and dithiiosulfuric acid. There are three important series are there. One is here sulfuric, table is sulfuric acid, this is, and its formula is H2SO4 is the formula, and its structure is one sulfur and four oxygen atoms are there. Out of four oxygen atom we can take as like this. This is, now this oxygen -2, this oxygen -2, this is -2 and also -2, hydrogen +1, hydrogen +1. Now its structure is clear. By using this only we can easy to estimate its oxidation state. Only one sulfur is there, that is -8 are there, +2, remaining balance is +6. We can calculate like +1 into 2 plus x plus -2 into 4 is equals to 0, +2 plus x minus 8 equal to 0, that is x is equals to +6 oxidation state. So this is highest oxidation state oxoacids or sulfur, that is sulfuric acid. Structure and oxidation states table, this is clear. Next one is second one is your thiosulfuric acid. Thiosulfuric acid formula is here H2S2O5 is there. Now we can take as like SS, like thio group is present here OH. Now this is OH. Now this is double bond O, that is, sorry, H2S2O3, this is O3. Now your H2S2O3 group is there, we can take as like this, O3 group, this is. Now this is -2, -2, here -2. This is the +1 and it is +1 oxidation state. Now for this we can take here +3, here it is +1, +3 and +1 oxidation state, but average oxidation state is here +1 into 2 plus 2 into x minus 2 into 3 equal to 0. Now here the +2 plus 2x minus 6 it is. Now that is 2x is equals to +4. Now x is equals to +2 oxidation state. That is thiosulfuric acid oxidation state. To exhibit +3 and +1 oxidation states. Average is +2 oxidation state. Then here H2S2O7, very, very important. That here H2S2O7 is disulfuric acid. This disulfuric acid also called fuming of sulfuric acid. Fuming of sulfuric acid, that is also called a oleum. This is formula is here H2S2O7, this is. Now here we can take sulfur, oxygen, sulfur. Now this is the double bond O, bond OH, and here the double bond O. Here double bond O, here double bond O, bond OH, this is. This is called a disulfuric acid or fuming of sulfuric acid or oleum. Very, very important. Now here the iodosin plus 1, oxygen minus 2, here minus 2, here minus 2, this is the minus 2, like each oxygen atom generally minus 2 oxidation state, it is not a peroxy linkage, general oxide. That's why here in this case here the sulfur, 2 sulfur atoms are there here. Now this oxygen atom undergoes minus 2, 1 minus is this side, 1 minus is this side. On average, its oxidation state is plus 1 into 2, 2 hydrogen atoms. 2 sulfur atoms are there plus 7 oxygen atoms are there equal to 0 plus 2 plus 2x minus 14 equal to 0. 2x minus 12 equal to 0. Now here x is equals to plus 12 by 2, that is plus 6 oxidation state. So on average you are plus 6 oxidation and plus 6 oxidation states. So these are very, very important 3 series. Under a sulfuric acid series, one is sulfuric acid, the thiosulfuric acid, like disulfuric or fuming of sulfuric acid. It is also called a oleum. Once again I will explain this oleum concept in the manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. This is the second important table, that is sulfuric acid series table. Last year, third one, last but one is thiosulfuric or thionic acid series. Thionic acid is nothing but here there is exists a one sulfur linkage, sulfur linkage is exist. Thio group. Here peroxo means peroxide linkage is there, oxygen and oxygen single bond is exists. Next, third one is, third important case is, that is thiosulfuric acid series. Thiosulfuric acid series. One is, first one is your H2S2O6, that is thiosulfuric acid or thionic sulfuric acid. Thionic sulfuric acid. Yeah, this thionic also we can use, dithionic also we can use. Formula is H2S2O6. Your S bond S linkage, your double bond O bond OH, and here double bond O 3 clear, and here the double bond O like this. This is structure of dithionic or thionic sulfuric acid series or thionic acid. This is. Now for this thionic acid, its oxidation state is here -2, -2, and here -2. Here -2, this is -2 at -2, here +1 hydrogen, here +1 hydrogen. So on the basis of this average oxidation state is both the cases +5 and +5, average oxidation state also +5. We can calculate like +1 into 2 plus 2 sulfur items are there. We can take as X plus your total 6 oxygen items are there. That's why the -2 into 6 equal to 0. Now that is +2 plus 2x minus 12, that is equals to 0. Now here the 2x is equals to +10. Now x is equals to +5, that is average. So that is dithiiosulfuric acid or dithionic acid also we can use. Then here second one is polythionic acid, sulfuric acid, and this polythionic sulfuric acid formula is there. Your H2SN plus 2O6 this is. This H2SN indicates here, N indicates number of sulfur atoms, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on like these. 3, 4, 5 and so on. If you can take 0 as this, we will get it, that is H2S2O6. Then if you can take one H2S 1 plus 2 3 and 6. If you can take 4, we can take 2 H2S4 O6 and so on. So for this we can take your sulfur taken N bond S double bond O bond O and OH. Now this is S double bond O bond OH. This is the structure of your polythionic acid. It is. So under polythionic acid, your N is the number of sulfur atoms like 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. That's where N values we can take as like, yeah, it is for example, we can take 0 oxidation state. For this we can take minus 2, minus 2, minus 2. Hydrogen is plus 1. That's why for this plus 5 oxidation states. Now same here plus 5 oxidation state average. So I shows here the plus 5 and 0 oxidation states. Now for example, we can take tetrathionic acid. Tetrathionic sulfuric acid, if they'll ask like this. Tetra means 4 sulfur atoms required. Already here 2 is there. Take here the 2. Like we'll get H2S4O6 it is. This is the polythiosulfuric acid, that is the tetrathionic acid series. Its structure we can take like S, like between S and S there is a linkage, thio linkage. Yeah, double bond O, bond OH. Now, yeah, double bond O, bond OH. Yeah, sulfur atoms 1, 2, 3, 4 are there. They are tetrathionic sulfuric acid. Two important series, thiosulfuric acid or thionic acid series, H2S2O6, H2SN plus 2 plus O6. And indicates the number of sulfur atoms we can change like disulfuric. Polythionic means if we can take 4, that is tetrathionic sulfuric acid. Very, very important concept it is. Last one is peroxosulfuric acid. There is an important linkage. Very, very important last one. Regularly they'll ask like some important commercial names on the basis of peroxo linkages. So here fourth one is like this is peroxosulfuric acid series. Under this, first one is your H2SO5. This H2SO5 is called general common name is Carros acid. This is very, very important. This Carros acid also called a peroxomonosulfuric acid. Peroxomonosulfuric acid, or its name is Carros acid like H2SO5. There is a peroxo linkage, that is here sulfur, oxygen and oxygen. There is a peroxy linkage, that is O bond O. and your oxygen connected with the double bond with the sulfur, like this is H. This is the structure of corrosive acid. So here this oxygen is minus 2 and here minus 2. This is the hydrogen is plus 1, hydrogen is plus 1. Only one sulfur is there. But here minus 1 and minus 1. This is a peroxide linkage. In this peroxide linkage, your oxygen undergoes minus 1 oxidation state only. So finally this sulfur undergoes in this peroxide oxidation state. Your plus 1 and plus 1 minus 1 get cancelled. Minus 2 minus 2 minus, that's why it undergoes a plus 6 oxidation state. While calculating oxidation state, don't take for all these oxygen atoms minus 2 only. 3 oxygen atoms minus 2 plus here minus 1 for 2 oxygen atoms, and hydrogen atoms plus 1 into 2, and only one sulfur is there, is equals to 0. Plus 2 minus 2 get cancelled. X minus 6 is equal to 0. X is equals to plus 6 oxidation states. That is in corrosive acid, that is peroxo monosulfuric acid. Next one is your H2S2O8. This is, it is called a very very important Marshall's acid. This is very very important named compound. It is a diperoxo or peroxo disulfuric acid. Peroxo disulfuric acid it is. Means there are two sulfur atoms are there. That's why for this we can take its structure like this. Sulfur between oxygen and oxygen, there is a one linkage is here, there is a one peroxy linkage. Now it is common double bond O, bond OH. One oxygen sulfur double bond, here one OH. Now this is OH group. This is, count here, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 oxygen atoms are there. For this minus 1, but for this minus 2, it is plus 1. Now here also minus 2 and minus 2, it is plus 1. So on an average here it is a plus 6 oxidation state. It is a plus 6 oxidation state. Very very important. Clear? So on the basis of all these structures, maybe in objective or any theory, they'll ask any structure of so and so on. Like sulfurous acid series, some examples. So sulfuric acid series, some examples. Thiosulfuric or thionic acid series and peroxosulfuric acid. These two are very very important. Remember, and in this we know regularly we can use this sulfurous acid and sulfuric acid. We know all these two. Hardly year 2 and year 2 to 3 are different examples. Better remember on the basis of structure their names and oxidation states. Clear? Oxoacids of sulfur. Finally, one of the most important oxoacids of sulfur, that is sulfuric acid. Very very important sulfuric acid structure is there. Preparation method and structure, uses and chemical properties of sulfuric acid. Okay, I'll explain that. So one of the most important question is here in 16th group elements. So we can expect one 3 marks question on the basis of sulfuric acid. Your sulfuric acid formula is H2SO4. It is called a king of chemicals. Why it is called a king of chemicals? So in industry or in any other chemical reactions, or this sulfuric acid is widely used in different chemical processes. Wide variety applications are there for sulfuric acid. Due to the wide applications, wide uses of this sulfuric acid in different ways, either in a chemical industry or in any other chemical process, industrially or in the laboratory, this is called a king of chemicals. It is also called oil of vitriol. Why it is called oil of vitriol means it is prepared by using minerals of some metallic sulfates. So here the sulfuric acid, king of chemicals, and oil of vitriol, due to its wide applications, and it is prepared by using some mineral sulfates. That's why these are this sulfuric acid is called a king of chemicals and oil of vitriols. Here in sulfuric acid, one of the most important question is manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process. Very, very important. Just I'll explain, listen here. Manufacture of sulfuric acid H2SO4 by contact process. By contact process. This manufacture of sulfuric acid by contact process involves mainly, three important steps. Three steps. So here the first step is, step 1 is production of SO2 gas, sulfur dioxide gas. So after production, this sulfur dioxide gas, the obtained gas is not pure, that is impure, that is purified by series of chambers. Yeah, the direct sulfur complete combustion gives sulfur dioxide gas. Some trace amount of 6 to 8% sulfur trioxide also present. Or here the iron pyrite FeS2 with 11 moles of oxygen gives here the 2 Fe2O3 plus 8 SO2 sulfur dioxide gas. So in first step in production of sulfur dioxide, direct sulfur on complete combustion, complete burning of sulfur, it gives sulfur dioxide. Along with this 6 to 8% sulfur trioxide also present. Now here the iron pyrites on complete burning, it gives sulfur dioxide and Fe2O3 is present. The obtained sulfur dioxide is not pure, that is impure. That impure sulfur dioxide is, it is purified by series of chambers. Series of chambers diagram, I'll explain how to purify it. So in a second step, after purification of sulfur dioxide by using Le Chatelier's principle, by using optimum conditions, here according to Le Chatelier's principle, to get the good yield of sulfur trioxide and sulfuric acid, here some optimum conditions required. Your optimum conditions, pressure is 2 bar pressure and temperature is 720 kelvins, and here the catalyst is vanadium pentoxide. These are the some important optimum conditions to get a good yield of sulfur trioxide. By using that, we will get sulfuric acid. So the second step is oxidation of Oxidation of sulfur dioxides to a sulfur trioxide. This is the obtained pure sulfur dioxide is reacted with excess amount of oxygen in the presence of catalyst, that is V2O5. It is a solid, it is a gas, it is a gas. Now 2 moles against 2 SO3. Now delta H is equals to minus 196.6 kilojoules per mole. Amount of it is liberated. So by using this, it is an exothermic and reversible reaction. It is a reversible exothermic and heterogeneous catalyzed reaction. It is heterogeneous catalysis. Yeah, some amount of heat, that is large amount of it is liberated. It is an exothermic and reversible, and it is a heterogeneous catalysis because catalyst and reactants are in a different phase, not in same phase. That's what is heterogeneous catalysis. So in second step, sulfur dioxide is converted into sulfur trioxide. Then finally, third step is that sulfur trioxide is converted into sulfuric acid. That is hydrolysis of step 3. Step 3, your hydrolysis of sulfur trioxide. Generally, it is not possible. Hydrolysis is not possible. That's why in the third step, that is absorption of sulfur trioxide in 98% already prepared sulfuric acids. Sir, what's are here? We are preparing sulfuric acid. Without sulfuric acid, how it is possible? 98% sulfuric acid means in this industrially important method by contact process. Before that, by different other processes, sulfuric acid is prepared. The obtained sulfuric acid is used here in this to absorb sulfur trioxide to get a sulfuric acid. Already prepared sulfuric acid we want here. Hydrolysis of sulfur trioxide is not possible. Why it is not possible? I will explain that. Third step. In third step. So in third step, so here I will write in a third step. Here sulfur trioxide is reacted with water hydrolysis. It gives your H2SO4 is formed. So physically in classroom on green board, your balancing reaction is absolutely correct. But obtained sulfuric acid is not a liquid state sulfuric acid. The obtained sulfuric acid is a white dense fog is formed. Fog of sulfuric acid it is. It is not easily condensed into liquids. Condensed into a liquid state of sulfuric acid. That's why hydrolysis process is not possible. It is not possible. That's why the obtained sulfur trioxide is reacted with already prepared sulfuric acid, 98% sulfuric acid. It gives your H2S2O7. This is called a oleum, fuming of sulfuric acid. The obtained now fuming of sulfuric acid is hydrolysis reaction takes place. Dissolved in water, it gives you 2 moles of sulfuric acid H2SO4. Very, very important. This is now obtained concentration is 96 to 98% sulfuric acids. These 3 reactions in third step are very, very important. See here, manufacture of sulfuric acid it is. Here in manufacture of sulfuric acid H2SO4 involves the following three important steps. One is step 1, like production of sulfur dioxide. By using these two methods we can produce. Then the obtained sulfur dioxide is not pure, that is impure. That's why that impure sulfur dioxide is purified by series of chambers. I'll explain here, diagram is there. And in second step, your oxidation of sulfur dioxide to sulfur trioxide, your optimum conditions required according to Le Chatelier's principle. Only are the low pressure required because it is an exothermic to decrease the number of moles. That pressure is enough. 2 bar and temperature is 720 and the catalyst is vanadium pentoxide. Now here the obtained sulfur dioxide reacted with excess amount of oxygen in the presence of this vanadium pentoxide gives sulfur trioxide. Amount of it is liberated. It is an exothermic and reversible and catalytic processes. The obtained sulfur trioxide here again reacted with water as well as sulfuric acid. In both the cases you will get sulfuric acid, but trioxide is reacted with water on hydrolysis, it gives sulfuric. It is not a liquid. Dense fog is formed. The obtained dense fog cannot easily condense into liquid state sulfuric acid. That's why industrially to get easily the obtained sulfur trioxide is reacted with already prepared 98% sulfuric acid. It gives corresponding oleum. Fuming of sulfuric acid, that is again distilled with water, you will get a corresponding sulfuric acid, that is a relative concentration, high concentration, 96 to 98%. Just within 5 minutes, I'll cover the series of chambers, how to purify this series sulfur dioxide by using a series of chambers. Listen here, in this manufacture of sulfuric acid, we want first here one chamber. The chamber is, this is generally your burning chamber. This is burning chamber. Now in this burning chamber, here we can use sulfur dioxide, means sulfur on complete combustion on heating with excess amount of oxygen, it produces sulfur dioxide gas. The obtained sulfur dioxide gas contains some impurities. These impurities are purified by using dust chamber. This is the dust chamber. This is. Now after removing dust impurities present in it, we can send this sulfur dioxide gas into one tower. That tower containing water spray. By using this water spray, we can remove easily soluble impurities present in sulfur dioxide gas. This is purifier. This is purifier. The obtained sulfur dioxide gas is passed through this into a purifier, like is to purify. The obtained somewhat purified sulfur dioxide gas is passed through one tower. The tower is called a scrubber. Scrubber, or it is a cooling chamber. This is cooling chamber. Now here the obtained somewhat purified sulfur dioxide gas is passed into the one chamber. The chamber is called a scrubber. Here at the same time we can spray the water. This is the water tower. Now to react with somewhat water, it forms a moisturized sulfur dioxide. To remove the moisture, again this is passed through a one more tower. That tower is here. We can pass this moisturized sulfur dioxide is passed through a drying tower. Here we can use already prepared sulfuric acid to remove the moisture. Now the obtained dry sulfur dioxide is passed through one important purifier, that is called a arsenic purifier. This is arsenic purifier. Here it contains gelatinous ferric hydroxide, and again it is passed through an important chamber. Again it is one more important chamber. Here we'll get almost all dry sulfur trioxide. Just observe here. Yeah, the production of sulfur dioxide, it is a first step. It is step 1. This is. So are the obtained sulfur dioxide by different methods by direct combination of sulfur or iron sulfide complete on burning, it gives sulfur dioxide. The obtained sulfur dioxide is not pure, that is impure. That impure sulfur dioxide is purified by using series of chambers. Now that sulfur dioxide is passed through a purifier. By using purifier, we can purify some impurities. The obtained sulfur dioxide is passed through one tower. The tower containing water, we can spray it. That is called water tower. That is called a scrubber to remove the soluble impurities. To remove soluble impurities, we can use this scrubber or the cooling tower. Then the moisturized sulfur dioxide is passed through a sulfuric acid. The sulfuric acid acts as a dehydrating agent. Now it removes the water. Now waste acid is come out. Waste diluted acid here. It is called a drying tower. It is drying tower. We can dry here moisturized sulfur dioxide. Will get a dry sulfur dioxide. Will get it. The obtained dry sulfur dioxide gas is passed through another tower. This tower is called a arsenic purifier. That is arsenic purifier. This arsenic purifier contain gelatinous hydrated ferric oxide. It removes arsenic impurities like AS2O3 impurities are removed by using this Fe2O3 on the basis of adsorption principle. Then the obtained pure sulfur dioxide gas is passed through one tower, that is called a Tyndall box. Tyndall box. This Tyndall box is used to test the presence of impurities. In surface chemistry, explained about this Tyndall effect or the Tyndall box. So the obtained pure sulfur dioxide may contain some impurities, colloidal particles present. Due to the presence of colloidal particles, it is scattered easily. Now by using a scattering of light, the obtained sulfur dioxide again it contains some impurities. We can again recycle, again purify that impure sulfur dioxide. So just to check the purity of sulfur dioxide, we can use a Tyndall box or the Tyndall cone here. Tyndall box or the Tyndall chamber. By using this, by sending the Tyndall cone, if it is scattered the beam of light, it contains some impurities. It is not scattered, that is pure homogeneous sulfur dioxide gas. The obtained pure sulfur dioxide gas, homogeneous sulfur dioxide gas is passed through a another important tower, that is called a free heater. Another important tower. This is free heater. Now here temperature 720 required there. Yeah, nearly 300 kelvins heated. We'll get pure and dry sulfur dioxide gas. This is passed through one important chamber, that is called a catalytic tower. It is. Now here it contain vanadium pentoxide. This is V2O5 vanadium pentoxide. Now this is called a catalytic tower. This catalytic tower contain vanadium pentoxide. It is a solid vanadium pentoxide. This sulfur dioxide react with the oxygen. That is second important step, that is catalytic oxidation. It gives sulfur trioxide gas. The obtained sulfur trioxide gas, pure and dry sulfur dioxide gas, again we can pass into the another tower. That tower contains mainly your 98% sulfuric acid. Now the obtained sulfur trioxide gas absorbs sulfuric acid, forms a fuming of sulfuric acid, that is H2S2O7, that is called a oleum. This tower is called a absorption tower. It is. In this absorption tower, here the obtained sulfur trioxide is absorbed 98% sulfuric acid. And finally, the obtained oleum is distilled with the water. Now it gives here the 2 moles of sulfuric acid, that is 98% pure concentrated sulfuric acid. This is very, very important flow chart. Maybe in examination they'll ask any one flow chart, any one part. Here three important areas are there. One is step 1 combustion, this is the purification, this is the catalytic and absorption tower. Three important steps are there. This is the second step. In objective, based on this any one question, any one part, what is the importance of this arsenic purifier, Tyndall box, free heater, or a drying tower, or the scrubber, or the burning chamber, or this is a catalytic tower, absorption tower, any one tower importance they'll ask. Very, very important concept. Better you concentrate on this flow chart and conditions and steps. Maybe based on this they'll ask any one question. Remaining last, some important physical and chemical properties of sulfuric acid and uses of sulfuric acid and structure of sulfuric acid. Tomorrow I'll complete and I'll start next group, that is 17th group elements. Take care. Read well.